Hey boys, Mordarim here. Today I'm gonna show you a build for last Epoch. It's a very interesting build, I would say. It's a Tesla Coil Spellblade Weaver, a mouthful. But I will show you right away how it works first. And if you're interested, you can stay around and listen to what I have to say about each individual skill. Okay, so that's a level 17 Monolith. Okay, a quick disclaimer, I made this build during my last streams. As you can see, I just finished leveling to 69. And it's not wearing the best gear it can possibly have. As you can see here in my inventory, there is a chest that's completely busted, I think, if I can get rid of the fireball mod. And it's for level 70, so there is still a lot more to improve on. My sword is also not the best base, and my rings, belt, and so on do not provide much damage at all. I'm also wearing a catalyst, not a second sword right now, because I had problems with my defensives, but I'm a lot more tanky now, so I will switch to two weapons, to two swords, to improve my damage even further. The uniques I'm wearing, the Tome of Elements is for the elemental leech as life, and the Stormtide boots are probably best in slot for this one. It's a lot of movement speed, increased shock effect, increased chance to shock, and shock decreases the lightning resistance enemies have up to 20 stacks, so at increased effectiveness of 12, that's around 5.5 less lightning resistance per stack up to 20 stacks. We are attacking very, very fast with 110% attack speed, and our skills do hit very fast. So let's get back into the Monolith.
I cannot do that.
Okay, so let's have a look at our skills. The first one being Mana Strike. This one is our buff and mana recovery spell. It has global spell damage. It's only affecting our auras and spell procs. Raid Zap, which increases our global damage, attack speed, and Arcanist Blade, keeping our downtime very, very low, because Mana Strike is damage loss compared to Flame Reef. We also got Mana Spark and Spark Charges to make this one, skill a little bit stronger. The last 2 points will probably go into Spark Charges. So, our main damage skill is Flame Reef. We picked up Dancing Flames. This is the most important skill in this tree. Go for this one first. It decreases the mana cost and the range, but that's completely fine. Attack speed is our most important stat with this one, so pick this one up. We also picked Rending Ire and Naurchrist, I don't know, but it's increasing our melee fire damage with swords. We converted everything with Rolling Thunder to lightning damage, and picked up Rhythm of Fire afterwards. Okay, versatility is a little bit of a weird one. I think it's not worth it. You usually don't use Mana Strike that often. You just deplete your mana with Flame Reef and pick up your mana back with Mana Strike. So this one doesn't play much of a role. I would much rather buff my Flame Reef with Heat Wave, because Heat Wave gets converted to lightning damage in this game. So it's a very, very strong perk for this one. Our third skill is static. We picked up those two for static charge generation. It's useful. This one is very, very strong. We get hit quite a lot, so we get a lot of charges. As for overload, that's our main damage source for this skill. We picked up unstable and we also picked up diode, so very, very strong. And we are gonna finish this one with high voltage to keep our charge rate even higher. Okay, our fourth skill is enchant weapon. It's a very, very strong buff and it also deals quite a lot of damage. We got 1 point in celerity, 3 points in fulminate, 1 point in conduit, and 4 points in thundering. So we maxed this one out rather fast. We then got 2 more points in celerity and we're currently maxing out thundering to increase our damage even further. So this skill is very strong. I will show you how it works. You press Q, it buffs all our damage, and you can see it zaps around us. Every enemy that's close to us gets an arcing strike of electricity on them, and this one deals quite a lot of damage. So a very, very strong skill. So last skill is teleport. We picked up 2 points in ether barrier, 5 points in elemental affinity. It buffs all our damage for 4 seconds. Got time dilation here to increase the stat buff duration. With a cooldown of 3.5 seconds, we can have this buff up all the time. Crystalline Passage, a little bit more defensive, but armor and cold resistance, so it gives around 8% more mitigation. Flicker for the mana efficiency, and Wormhole for the cooldown recovery speed. Why the cooldown recovery speed? Well, we have a 13.2 cooldown on this one. It has an uptime of 9 seconds. So if we teleport and use it afterwards, it gets down to 12.6. So, as you can see, 0.6 less cooldown. We have a lot more uptime on enchant weapon. So, a little bit of build variation on this one. You can use a different skill instead of teleport. You can use search. Why I'm not using search is because I really don't see the point. It generates static charges and increases its own damage with this one, but our static deals so little damage, it's not important at all. This one, I don't see the point in going this one. Teleport just feels a lot better. So I'll show you very quickly. Search has less range, is slower, it doesn't buff you, and it doesn't do even close to what we want in damage. When we use teleport, it's a lot faster, you get further away, you get 2 buffs, and the buff is so strong. It's increasing our damage by around 500. So search, I don't see the point. It's just a worse teleport for me. Okay, so let's have a look at our passives. I picked up 8 points in Elementalist, 2 points in Arcanist, 5 points in Arcane Current. This one is very strong, deals a lot of damage, has a 7-second cooldown, but it's fine. Mage Flurry is for the attack speed, a very strong perk. As for the Spellblade, we picked up all of those. Didn't max out this one yet. Okay, Arcane Shielding decreases our damage taken. It also generates a lot of ward. Shattered Aegis decreases our damage even further. We attack very, very fast, so we have 100% uptime on this one. It's a 16% damage reduction, so very, very strong. Arcane Ward gives us 20 ward on hit. And a Sense Duel gives us 15 ward on hit and attack speed, so also a very strong perk. So, as for Stormblade, it's a proc and additional melee lightning damage. It's scaling with lightning damage, so we're gonna pick this one up. We can also go with Warden's Echo, but this one only scales with fire and spell. So, we don't scale this one. No point in taking it. So, with our next points, we're gonna pick up Infused Weapons and also Prismatic Blade. And we're also gonna get Gemini. So, we don't have a second sword yet. That's currently warranting getting this one because we do take 12% more damage with this one. So I'm holding off on this. We'll also try to max out Arcane Warden, because 20 more ward per hit is quite a lot. One more thing about the Infused Weapon and Prismatic Blade perk. As you can see, it's increasing lightning damage for lightning melee attacks, as well as fire damage for fire melee attacks. Flame Reef has the lightning and fire attack, as well as the melee attack, so it should double it. But I'm not sure. I'm really not sure if this one works like this. I think it's just getting converted to lightning, so not sure about this one. Because the tooltip damage doesn't increase. The real damage does, but not the tooltip damage. So I cannot confirm this one. So as far as itemization goes, you'll want to pick up fire arrow damage, lightning damage. You want chance to cast fire arrow on crit, preferably with a high roll. You want to have fire arrow on kill, is also very nice, but I think this one is better. Melee lightning damage is okay, but I prefer the lightning damage overall. So it scales all our damage, not just our melee hits. I will get with 2 swords. The first one with melee attack speed and lightning melee damage. The second one with a very high lightning roll as well as a crit roll. This has the following purpose. As you can see, we cast on crit. If you don't have crit, you don't cast Flame Aura. It has a 1 second cooldown, so we don't want too much crit because our Flame Aura doesn't scale with this one. As for chest, we have a very defensive one here, but we can also use this one. This one has an 18% chance to cast fire on crit, so it also boosts our damage. It also has a lot of armor and quite a lot of mana spent as ward. We spend a lot of mana, so we get even more ward and our build gets even tankier. A very strong one. We can also max out the cooldown recovery speed on this one, so we have more uptime on our enchant weapon. And that's about it. You want to pick up a little bit of crit. Attack speed is very strong. Lightning damage is very strong. The adaptive lightning spell damage is not doing much for this build, so you want to get melee lightning damage on your sword. So if you liked what you saw, subscribe and get on the stream. So see you next time and bye.